All right, welcome everyone to our call this morning. We are going to talk about why essential oils are so amazing. And then we have some products from our convention that we are really excited to talk about. We're going to really focus on gut health and skin health and sleep. And so, as you know, oils are great for so many amazing things. But if you are struggling with those things, gut health, sleep, skin, I mean, really daily life, right? If you're struggling with those things, then I suggest you stay tuned and lean in to some of the products that were just released at convention. All right, so couple things going on. We're going, well, intros and hellos. We already did that before I hit the record button. So hello everybody. My name's Christelle Zimmerman and I am a diamond with dōTERRA and I'm a wellness advocate. I have been for 10 years. You have many advocates on this call with you right now. So if you do have questions as I'm presenting, you can certainly throw it in the chat and I'm sure that someone here can answer it for you. I'm really excited. Whoever's on the call, thank you for being here. I know it takes time out of your Saturday morning to be on a call like this, so I'm going to make it short, sweet, to the point. If you do have questions, then you can either chat them or save them for the end. That would be awesome. And really, we're focused on why on earth do we choose oils in the first place? So I'm going to do a little recap of what they do and then the new products, because I know that's what you guys all signed on for today, right? Okay, so a couple things. There's three really cool things about essential oils. And if you have any of your oils handy at the moment, I suggest you grab one. The one that's shown here is peppermint. I keep peppermint super handy because it has over 300 different uses. And what I want you to know about essential oils in general is they're 100% natural and safe. There's nothing else in this bottle. There's nothing synthetic. These are just extracts made from plants, seeds, bark. They're either pressed or they're distilled, and they're certified pure therapeutic grade, which means that you won't find anything else in this bottle. And if people will ask, oh, well, let's just do some herbs or tinctures or dried herbs, those are great. I love those. But one drop of peppermint oil is like having 20 cups of peppermint tea. It's 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So if you are feeling less than fresh, or maybe you are sleepy or you have a little tummy stuff going on, literally one drop. If you have peppermint right now, you can just inhale it. It opens your airways and it will help you get ready for this call. It'll just give you some natural energy. Okay, so that's my peppermint. The other cool thing about essential oils is they're very effective, and they're more effective than many of the modern approaches that we reach for. I do have to admit, I used to reach for a bunch of different things and have found that I had to retrain my brain just to reach for an oil. The one that's shown here is On Guard, which is it's our protective blend, and it's amazing for supporting healthy immune function. And, we're about to enter this season here of all the burr months, right? October, September. It's really burr out here in Idaho. So this could soothe your throat. It's really good for cleansing. I mentioned I was at the soccer field this morning. There were porta potties involved. Guess what I grabbed? On Guard afterwards. Okay. All right. So the other cool thing about essential oils before we get into new products is they're super affordable. The one that's shown is lavender. This is the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. And if you think about the fact that there are almost 250 drops in this bottle, you're only using one drop every time you do essential oils for whatever use you need it for. And this is literally pennies, 10 cents a dose every time you're doing this. And you're going to save hundreds of dollars by reaching for something natural, something that your body understands and can absorb. Lavender is very, very calming for your body, for your skin, for your mind. It's super calming if you have any kind of skin irritations to put it on there. And it does act as a natural antihistamine if you have some of the issues who told me yesterday that the ragweed it's big right now. So seasonal threats are upon us, and you can reach for lavender and lemon and peppermint and help with that. So if you guys didn't know those three cool things about essential oils, that they're safe, they're effective, they're affordable, now you do. All right. And the way we use them, before we get into our new products, the way we use them, there's three ways to use essential oils. One I did a minute ago. We did peppermint. We just put a drop in our hands and we just inhaled that. and that will affect your mood immediately. They are inside your olfactory within seconds. And when we're using it aromatically, we could also put it in a diffuser. My diffuser is not within screenshot reach, but there's always a diffuser going on in my house. And you could certainly affect the mood of your family members as well. Hint, hint. Okay. So that's aromatic. That just means breathing it in. The other way to use essential oils is to put them on topically. That just means to put it on your skin. That's very localized if you're trying to target an area. If you have I don't know, an irritation or something like that, or maybe you've got a little bit of a pain in your bum, and that's not a person, then grab the deep blue, grab an oil, grab some frankincense or copaiba, and you can put it directly on the area that is bothering you, and it could certainly just get deep into your skin. There's a spot to put essential oils that is extremely effective as well, which is the bottom of your feet, because the bottom of your feet, really big pores. And if you put essential oils on the bottom of your feet, they go into your bloodstream within a minute, and they're in your entire body within about 30 minutes. So if you're trying to get up here and you can't reach it for some reason, bottom of the feet, your bloodstream does the rest. All right. So internal, that's the last way we're going to use essential oils. The peppermint I talked about earlier, if I put a drop of that in just a glass of water, that would be really refreshing, and it would certainly calm my tummy. I could put lemon in a glass of water as well. I have a cup of coffee next to me. I could put some cinnamon in here. So the thing about internal use, though, you want to put it in a glass, or I mean, this is ceramic, or you want to put it in stainless steel. You don't want to put essential oils into plastic because it will attempt to break down the plastic because it's trying to get rid of the toxins. That's what it's doing in our body, is just releasing the toxins that are there. So I hope that's just a review of the 3 cool things about oils and the 3 ways to use them, and some of our standbys that we have in our little emergency top 10 kit that will probably handle about 99% of your daily things that come up for you. So, all right, if you've got that, let's move on. Does anybody have any questions before we move on? Because I'm ready to dive into new products, but I want to pause if anybody has, if you want to come off mute and ask any questions about anything I just said. I'm going to take a sip of coffee while I pause for the pregnant pause, right?
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, Alice. Thank you. Right. Mama needs some coffee. The coffee cup is not full enough. It's never full enough. All right. So let's do it. Let's get into all of the products that were released at this convention. doTERRA has an annual global convention where people come from all over the world to go to this convention, and every year they release new products. The really cool thing about this is most of these products have probably been in the planning stages or the research stage for 5 years. So the fact that we are seeing these now, doTERRA has been thinking about these for a really long time, and depending on sourcing and getting it to market, it could take anywhere from 1 to 5 years. So I'm super excited. Some of these products we've been asking for a really long time, and here they are. One of them was a huge surprise. So Birch, my Birch lovers. Birch is, and you're going to learn some really cool things about Birch, you guys, because we are the only company in the world that is sourcing pure Birch. And many of you are like, oh no, I know what Birch is. I'm looking for my Birch. Sorry, it's right here. I'm going to open it up. Many of you are probably like, I got Birch at Home Goods. I got Birch at the local store. No, you probably didn't. So here's the thing about Birch is there's a component in here. It's called methyl salicylate. It's the main constituent of Birch, and it's commonly used to provide relief to muscles, joints, things like that. And it's sensitive. So you probably noticed this is a childproof cap on there. Doesn't mean there's going to be any problems. It just means that too much, many drops have like an aspirin-like quality. So it's very cooling. This is one, when I said pain in the bum earlier, this is one you're going to use for discomfort. This is one you're going to use for your muscles, your joints, anything that you just want a little bit more flexibility. It has a very powerful aroma, so you could freshen the air with this. It comes from, oh, this is the coolest thing. Toby's excited about this. It comes from a national forest in Pennsylvania. It's actually sourced in Pennsylvania, you guys. Is that amazing? So here's the kicker with the birch, though. There's been some research. We haven't had birch for the last couple of years, and that's because there's been a sourcing issue until we discovered Pennsylvania. But what doTERRA does, they have an entire science leg. They're a science company. We get oils out of it, but they're a science company. And they tested 27 different, what they thought was birch, commercially available on the market that they purchased. And do you know that out of those 27, not one had any birch in it? It was wintergreen. It was a carrier oil. It was the synthetic form of methyl salicylate. Can't say that, just not rolling off my tongue. Nevertheless, they're passing those oils for birch. And there, if you look at the chemical makeup of birch and of wintergreen, they look very similar. So there's some additional testing, many layers of testing that doTERRA does to make sure that it is birch. And so I'm happy to tell you that this is the only 100% birch that's on the market. People could tell you otherwise, but that is not the case. This one can be used aromatically, it can be used topically, and it can be used, it's for sensitive skin. I was going to say internal. Don't drink it. It's more effective for you on and out. Okay. All right. Moving on. We love our birch, though. Oh, I probably should have had this on the screen while we were talking about birch. What do you think? Sorry about that, you guys. But anyway, I think I said all of those things. You can put this on your legs. You can put it on your joints. It does have a suggestion to put it on a cotton ball and stick it in your gym bag. That'd be good. Let's do that. Let's put it in our gym bag. I've got a teenage boy. Let's put it in the gym bag. Let's definitely do that. Okay, moving on to the next oil. Oh my gosh, can I just grab this one? Blue Lotus. Ooh, here it is. All right, if you have Blue Lotus, go get it. This is the Blue Lotus flower. It is the blue purple water lily. And if you see it in the picture here, it's got that yellow center. It grows in very hot, humid climates. And this, it's an ancient flower that they've had. And when they're closed, it's dark, it's cloudy. They only bloom when the sun comes out. Isn't that beautiful? They only bloom when the sun comes out. All right, so how do you use this particular oil? Let's take a look. If you smell it, it's very relaxing. It has a floral aroma. It's hydrating to your skin. So what my son's been doing with this every night, because I did mention he's a teenager, he's been putting it directly on some of those spots that teenage boys would normally have. It's beautiful and nourishing for your skin. I've been putting it here on my laugh lines, on my wrinkles. Getting older is no joke, but you could certainly put it on your pulse points, behind your ear. I like to put oils right behind my neck here, because that is where it's going to just get quickly into your body. You could roll it on the bottom of your feet, just like what I suggested earlier. So let's keep going. And what would we use it? So we've got it for skin. We've got it for the aroma. It's very calming and relaxing. You could use it for getting you ready for sleep, all of those things. All right, Blue Lotus. Okay, let's talk biome. Let's talk does anybody know what a biome is? What is a microbiome? This is now a science class. All right, I won't get too deep, but I'm gonna go like 30,000 foot view. And I will say that this is probably the talk of much of the supplement industry right now, because your gut has more neurotransmitters than our brain does. That's surprising to me. We've known that for a while. And that's why if things are going wrong in your gut, it affects every other part of your body. And you are what you eat, right? And if we're not getting the right vitamins, supplements, we're not getting all that, then we feel terrible. I feel foggy. So taking a daily probiotic or a prebiotic, a supplement, it's one of the best ways that you can support your whole body. And so we're going to talk about the doTERRA system and Restore. Let me grab my Restore, which is the Probiome complex. I'll tell you why this works in a second. I have been taking this ever since we got home from convention, and it has prebiotic fiber in it. It also has 30 active cultures and 29 strains of probiotic microorganisms. all that to say, it is so healthy for your gut. But there's a unique delivery system, which I'll show you in the slides here in a second. Many of the supplements that are on the market today, they are breaking down and deteriorating before they get to your intestines and the spots that actually are able to utilize these for enzymes and to target some of the bad bacteria in our body. So these have a very interesting, maybe I can even open one up and show it to you up close, the delivery system in it. It's a capsule within a capsule. Can you see that? And it's unlike anything else on the market. And the reason this is so amazing is because that part, sorry, I'm like off the screen over here. The part in the middle there is going to get to the deepest parts of your body that actually need it more. And this is it's called PB Restore. And this is a time release capsule as well, double layered. And what that does is it protects the probiotic cultures as they pass through your stomach so they can provide your digestive and immune systems all the support that they need. Okay? All right, so let's keep moving on this. I'm not done. I'm not done with talking about why this is different than the other supplements that you have on the market. And you can see by the slide here that you've got probiotic and prebiotic supplements here. And let me explain how that works, okay? The prebiotics are the food. They're the fuel. They're everything that is eating up the carbohydrates or the fiber. And that's what makes you strong. The probiotics are the tiny little manufacturing plants. Those are the ones that are targeting healthy bugs in your system. They are targeting the bacteria, the flora. We're trying to fight off the bad bacteria. That's what's happening. And then what happens from there is postbiotics, which is the afterlife of the probiotics. Okay. So pre, pro, post. And this all comes from the food we eat. This is all kind of amazing that our God-given bodies and God-made bodies, this is all going on without us even knowing. It's kind of like sleeping and breathing and just all happening without us even knowing. So this is all helping with our cellular function. And then I'm probably not even going to say this right. Phages. And those are just healthy viruses. And they're referred to as targeting harmful bacteria and the pathogens that kill them. So, oh, and I should mention this too, with this probiotic and prebiotic, if you plan on using this within 30 days, you can leave it on your shelf. But like any really good pro and prebiotic, you're going to want to refrigerate it if you have this out for any longer than that. So I have been keeping mine in the fridge. I had to think about it for a second. Have I been keeping mine in the fridge or is it sitting here? But if you haven't put yours in the fridge since you got back from convention, then that's okay. Because if you're going to take it within 30 days, you're going to be fine. Okay. All right. I told you, oops, I apologize. I told you I didn't get too sciencey on there. Okay. The other part of the microbiome and your entire system, many of you will be excited to find out about the probiome gut complex. And I'm going to open this up. We used to have something called PB Assist Junior, and it looked like little pixie sticks. They're not pixie sticks, right? Pixie sticks are all sugar. This is not all sugar. This is good for your body. We had these little junior ones, and what happened was a bunch of grown-ups were taking them too because they realized how good they were for their system. So doTERRA's like, okay, let's just make a PB Assist for adults and for kids. Even toddlers can take these down to the toddler level. And I'm going to talk about why PB Assist is so amazing. You're going to do these together. You're going to do the Restore once a day before you eat, preferably in the morning on an empty stomach. If you take it at lunch, that's fine. I actually had a gal told me she took it at night, and she has had so many incredible things that have happened since she's been taking it. I will not read you her testimony at the moment. I might save that for the end. Okay, but the PB Assist, what is the PB Assist? This is targeted strains to support your gut and digestive health. And it has 13 different strains of probiotics and 1 prebiotic. And it's in this little stick pack. You're probably wondering, like, what's in there? It's just a little stick pack full of, they're like little balls, little tiny balls. like a pixie stick. And so in here is 7 billion AFU of live cells, and it's a strawberry melon flavor. Okay. And this is just going to promote very healthy metabolism, which that's good for us, right? Especially if you're sitting all day, you want things to keep moving. And it's going to promote a healthy cardiovascular system. It's just for your nervous system, and then a healthy immune response. All right, good with that? Okay, my sleep people, the people that want slumber in their lives. Is there anybody on the call that deals with sleep issues? Hands? Anybody? Bueller? All right. I'm going to assume that there are people on the call that have either issues falling asleep or staying asleep. Those are the two widest known issues. And so this is not a new product. Let me grab my Serenity. This is Serenity. And it is a blend of oils. You'll notice that some of doTERRA's oils, it's lemon, lavender, peppermint. It's one oil. And then you have some with these names like Serenity and Balance and Digestion. That just means that it is a blend, a proprietary blend of different oils. You can see here that the oils in Serenity are lavender, cedarwood, coriander, ylang-ylang, and vetiver. Really, you can smell the grounded deep roots of the vetiver. I love that. Anyway, so this isn't a new oil, but it's a new system, which I'll explain in a second. But what you're going to do with the oil, okay, this is what you're going to do if you have the sleep issues, or if you just want to relax in general, right? There's so much stress and anxiety, and let's just take it down a notch. You're going to put a couple drops either in your hand and be your little mini diffuser yourself if you don't have one, or you're going to put it in a diffuser before you go to bed. You put that I have one right on my nightstand, and I use Serenity every single night. Now you can also put this on your feet, bottom of the feet again, your chest, back of your neck. I love that. Or as Nikki said earlier, you could inhale it directly from the bottle, what did you call it, Nikki? You called it a oil bong, oil bomb, oil bong. Like, okay, just inhale it straight from the bottle. Now, you can use it topically. You can use it aromatically. This is not one that you're going to ingest internally. That's not the most effective way to use it. But here's the system. Okay, you put this restful blend in your diffuser or get it on you in some way. And then you're going to take this is the new product. This is the Serenity stick with the valerian in it. So it's just a stick. It looks like deodorant, doesn't it? But there is the stick. And what you're going to do with that is you're just going to rub it here. Should I put it on? I'm going to start sleeping on you guys. You just put it here on your chest. I do a W on my neck, and then I put that on right before bed. And this is going to be, you can smell it. The aroma is so beautiful, but this is going to be getting you ready for sleep. And the valerian essential oil is really that, with all the other ingredients in it, are what's going to keep you sleeping. Okay. It's sourced in Bulgaria. You can also put this on your wrist. I tend to sleep like this sometimes. So you just put it right here on your wrist. And the reason we put it in a stick, it's because it's a really efficient way to deliver this topically. It's super moisturizing. Someone told me that they're already using this as their deodorant, not as a sleep aid. So the valerian, by the way, is an herb that it's native to Asia and Europe, and it is found in North America in some places. But let me see here. I'm trying to think. Mostly valerian is for brain function and for your body. And so you're going to use this in conjunction with the oil. And then there's one last piece that I'm going to add as well. And I'll tell you why in 1 second. Okay, Serenity Softgels. These have been reformulated. And this is a soft gel. This is a restful complex. This is not the oil in a gel that you're just taking. This is actually a supplement, and it's going to encourage restful sleep. This is what's going to help you stay asleep. The diffuser next to your bed is going to help you stay asleep because it's on. You're not getting up all night to just reapply oils and do this. That's why diffusers are super, super important for us. But this is going to calm your entire nervous system. I took this. I started taking this as soon as I got my convention kit, and I took it 30 minutes before bed, and I could already feel a warm blanket. It felt like a warm blanket that just came over me. And within 30 minutes of taking the soft gel, I did my stick and I fell asleep. I've had really great sleep since I've been taking this product. And full disclosure, I don't have terrible sleep issues. I have the mental chatter that goes on in my brain. I'm sure many of you do. I mean, as women, right? We're trying to take on the world and check everything off of our to-do list, and it doesn't stop. This doesn't turn off. So this certainly helped me do that before I went to sleep. I did the entire system, and I woke up super, super rested. I was able to sleep all night. And I think one of the reasons is just because all of the components of this particular supplement. Okay. And one of the things that I'm going to refer to my notes, because one of the things it has in it is called L-theanine, and that is a non-protein amino acid, and it's usually found in green tea. So you all might know that. The other thing that's in here is the tart cherry extract, and tart cherries, they have a component for melatonin. And so that's really interesting that a lot of people are running out to go get their melatonin. Well, all you need to do is have your tart cherries and your theanine, probably not saying that right, in your supplement, and that's going to help you naturally fall asleep without really heavy sleep aids, chemicals, sleeping pills, that sort of thing. And that's why you wake up rested after you've had your night of sleep. Just very, very calming effects on your nervous system. Okay. Oh, so I already talked about this. You're going to diffuse the oil. You will apply the stick, and then you will take your soft gel. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Does anybody have any questions while I pause? I'm pausing.
Hey, Crystal.
Yeah.
I'm still catching up on the online stuff, but with the probiotic, the PB Assist, is it you take the pill before you eat? Do you take the sachet like later or before in the day, or do you? That's where I'm like still trying to. I'm looking at the PDF on dōTERRA, but I'm not able to see it.
Yeah, you can take it with it, or you can take it later.
Okay, so same day is okay.
Oh yeah,
order.
And actually, with the sachets, you can take multiple. Just like with the PB Assist, anytime you need a little bit more help, you can take more than one.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, the box comes with a 30-day supply. So you would do one a day along with the PB Restore. I've been doing my PB Restore in the morning, first thing before I even have my coffee. And then I do my PB Assist later in the day as kind of a treat because it's strawberry melon flavor and it tastes really good. Good question, Susan. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I just found something in my notes that I think might be important. And it's the fact that every 100 grams of tart cherry extract contains 9 milligrams of tryptophan. So I thought that was curious. Tryptophan is the thing that makes us sleep after our Thanksgiving meal, right? After we eat the turkey. And then we're like, okay, so now we've got melatonin, tryptophan, right? The tart cherries. And we're talking about a simple and natural way to aid your body's melatonin production so that you can go to sleep. It's amazing. So I thought that was really important. I knew there was something about tart cherries that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay, moving on to the good stuff. We're almost there. We're in the home stretch, you guys. Thank you for hanging in. Okay, so here, I am super excited about this. I don't know if anyone on the call knows this. You might know it now, but I was actually born in Japan, in Tokyo, Japan. And so the fact that dōTERRA is introducing an oil called Shinrin-Yoku, and here in America, we call it Shinrin-Yoku. My family's like, Shinrin-Yoku. Do you have to say it like that all the time, Mom? But what is Shinrin-Yoku? And the words in Japanese, they literally mean forest bathing. And I know some of you on the call in particular, you are really good at taking time out to take a walk, to smell the roses, to get the fresh air, to do those things. And it is so important, you guys, for our mind, for our body, for our well-being to do that. And sometimes we're not as good as at doing that. And I admit I am not as good at doing that. And that's where this practice of Shinrin-Yoku comes in. And the oil that doTERRA is introducing is exactly that. It feels like you are bathing in a forest. So I will encourage you that, oil or not, do your best, especially if you sit at a computer all day. Get up, go out, take some rounds, do your thing, get some air, get some natural sunlight, all those things. But the Japanese have figured it out, and they do this, the forest bathing, to go on the walks, to hike to the waterfalls. And I told my husband after I smelled this oil, let me grab it, that it smelled like a amazing hike. Picture this, right? Close your eyes. Picture this. You're on a hike. It's misty. You're in a forest. You're on the way to a waterfall. The sun is sort of peeking through the leaves, and you can hear the birds chirping. I am telling you, that is what this bottle smells like. You're like, that's a lot, Christelle. But it certainly does change your mindset and your stress level when you're going to put a couple drops of this in your hands. I just rub my hands together, and remember, this is one way to use essential oils, aromatic. We're just going to breathe that in. And if we can't make it to the forest every day, we could certainly take a couple minutes out to breathe in an oil. And until you get Shinrin-Yoku in your life, you could grab any oil and do this practice, because it is going to help you with just I'm telling you, with your mind, your body, with all of it. All right, so let me move on to the next slide. Sorry, I probably should have done that earlier. Why is it important? Okay. Oh, that slide. I didn't even put the slide in here, but I will tell you this. There's a study, and it said by 2050, I can't even believe I'm talking about 2050. That's so crazy. I feel like, am I going to be like 300 years old in 2050? Nope. It's right around the corner. In 2050, 66% of the world's population is projected to live in cities, away from the forest, away from the mountains, away from, right? We don't want that. We don't want just the concrete jungle. But here's the other kicker. There was a study sponsored by Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, that the average American spends 93% of his or her time indoors. And that study was done, I don't know, years ago, like 1997, before we got the social media, the apps, all the stuff that, we can get addicted to. So if we spend 93% of our time indoors, what on earth is happening now? Well, and so if 66% of the population is projected to be in cities, what does that mean for parks and trails and duck ponds and all of that, right? So this is why it's so important, the mindset to get away, and simply spending 10 to 20 minutes a day outside can lead to just your increased well-being, your happiness, and then your decreased amounts of stress. All right. So let me talk to you about Shinrin. There's why it's important, but then let's talk about the blend itself. It has oils that are rich in terpenes, and that is helping you with elevating your mood. And the oils that are in here are lemon, patchouli. I know you're all like, what, patchouli? You can barely smell it, I'm telling you. The magnolia comes through beautifully. Siberian fir, cypress, cardamom. If you don't know cardamom, oh, all moms should know cardamom, and all non-moms should know cardamom, because it is such a beautiful oil for your respiratory. It just helps you open your airways. And I love cardamom. Those of you who know me, you know that's on my top 5 list probably of all time. Hinoki, lavandin, grapefruit, geranium, and lemon petitgrain. And the reason all of those oils are put together is because they give you this natural energy without feeling jittery. It's very rejuvenating to just smell all of this. all of those different oils come from several different regions in the world. As you know, doTERRA tries to get the plants and the oils from where they're indigenously grown or where they're going to flourish the most. So we're not just getting oils here in Meridian, Idaho. We're getting them from all the places that they're going to flourish, and we're going to get the best, most pure and potent oils on the planet. And this is an oil you could use in the morning when you get up. You could use it at your breaks. I'm assuming everybody works at a computer. That might not be the case. Those of you that are up and about or doing heavy lifting or, you know, out in the community, you'll need this too, because there are going to be moments you'll want to slow down. Okay. Now here, this is really cool that the science behind it, and you can see here that all of these things are helping to promote rest and relaxation. And I think I have some results of one of the tests that they did. Hang on, let me see if I've got it here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. Let me see. Maybe not. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, excellent. I'm so sorry. Let me take you to this place. Okay, so there were 6 participants that diffused Shinrin-Yoku for 8 hours a night, and they did that for 6 consecutive nights. Okay, so for 7 days. And then they were tested for various endpoints related to stress. And what this study revealed was that overall, the participants in that did this experienced benefits just like those that would be associated with the forest bathing, the actually going out and physically bathing in the forest. And then they did do the results, and they approached statistical significance. I should know this. Like I love stats. Statistical significance, which is incredibly promising. I know that's a small study. We need to do it on a bigger scale, but just the fact of cutting out time and doing this with these oils is it's not a substitute for getting out there, but it is a beautiful, beautiful way to get a remedy if we can't get out there all the time. It comes in a touch. Where's the touch? It comes in a touch as well as the oil itself. I don't know what happened to the touch. Must be around here somewhere. And remember, what would you do with the touch? Bottom of the feet, all the pulse points, behind your ears. Just a great way to deliver the oils very quickly. And then lastly, oh, back one, super mint. And I had to take it out of my bathroom to bring it up here. Because I've been using this super mint every single day. Okay, so just a reminder for everybody, doTERRA has had the On Guard toothpaste for a while, and it doesn't mess with your enamel or anything like that. It's been really great as far as oral hygiene goes. The On Guard's amazing with the cinnamon and the clove and the orange. But my kids were like, Mom, could we have something that's just a little less bam in my mouth? And so doTERRA just introduced the super mint, which is a blend of different mint oils. It's peppermint, it's Japanese mint, bergamot mint, and spearmint. And this one's a lot more refreshing and mild on your palate. And what this does contain is the hydroxyapatite, and that helps remineralize and restore the enamel of your teeth, so making them stronger, healthier, smoother, and less sensitive to hot and cold. So anyone who uses like special toothpaste because you've got that hot and cold sensitivity, I'd try to reach for the super mint. They gave us a great hint to use On Guard super mint in the morning, refresh, and On Guard at night, because those little yuck mouth buggers come out at night. And so you'll want to use the On Guard while you're sleeping. And what a really cool way to do that. And my kids love this. So we're sort of fighting over the 1 tube of toothpaste until we can get the convention kit. Anyway, okay, so that is it for the new products. And I'm going to stop the recording here. And then I just want to ask everybody a quick question. So thank you for joining me today. If you need to hop off, but I hope you don't. All right.